Hi, I'm Jessica from Pinup Persuasion, and with me I have...
Hi, I'm Ruby Roxx.
Hi, I'm Jen Kaboom.
And we're doing interviews with the beautiful ladies today from some questions that you guys asked and some that from us. So we'll get started. What is your favorite Orchard corset?
Mine would be my red and black 301 Waspy. It's super casual and I can pair it with everything.
I love my 420. It's the long black one with the hip ties.
426.
426, that's right. Okay.
That's
I love my 426. It's the black one with the hip ties, and I love it because it cinches me in at the waist, but you can also adjust the ties at the hips, so you can have some more room if you need it, or you can cinch them in, and the black goes with everything.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, do you ever wear corset under your clothing in shoots?
Yeah, sometimes I do. I have done it.
All the time.
Do you do it all the time?
I really like the over dramatized waist, so I always have corsets and shapewear on.
I was gonna say, do you wear shapewear over top of the corsets?
I will, so you don't see as much like bubbling and boning in there, just to give it more of like a natural appearance.
Do you have a favorite shapewear that you put over top that you find works the best?
Usually Rago or Spanx.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are my two too.
Yeah,
that I
they're
wear
the
all the
best.
time.
There you go.
Yeah, they're the best.
What's your favorite thing to pair with your corset?
I wear lingerie a lot with my corsets.
And I like to wear my corsets over my dresses a lot of the time as well. Like right now I have the, I believe this is the 420? Is this the 420?
I think this is 411, the short.
Oh, it is the 411, yes. So I like to wear my corsets over clothes. Right now I'm wearing the 411 over my awesome study dress, so
Awesome.
gives you a good look.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, what advice do you have for someone looking to get into pinup modeling?
I would say, pinup modeling is sort of like any other career in the arts. It's sort of like the harder you work at it, the more you're going to get out of it. And it's not everybody that tries is going to be successful at it. It's very everybody's different and everybody has a different look, which is great. My advice pretty much for starting out with pinup, I think Jen would agree, is to build your portfolio up.
Yes.
Pay professional photographers.
If you do a TF shoot, it looks like a TF shoot.
You get what you pay for. So if you're not paying
for
for a photo
not
shoot,
familiar with TF, just
Trade for print.
Okay.
So you trade your images for their time.
Okay.
yeah, exactly. So, but you get what you pay for. A lot of the times with TF shoots, it's somebody who's just starting out.
Yes.
So the photos aren't going to be what you would get if you paid a professional photographer.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time too with professional photographers, they'll give you all your images so you can look back on it and see like what works for you, what doesn't, what poses, what angles. And you'll get hair and makeup, a lot of the time wardrobe styling, so it's sort of like everything. So build up your portfolio.
Exactly.
Social media, I'm on my social media all the time to promote myself.
Self-promotion is absolute
it's-
key
yeah.
when you are getting into pinup modeling. Yeah, you need to let people know who you are, but in the same sense, you don't want to shove yourself down everybody's throat saying, look at me, look at me, look at me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like I'm more of like a hobbyist model. Yes, I do have paid gigs from time to time, but it's not my full-time job like Ruby's.
Yeah, and I'm a professional model. This is my full-time job and what I do. So there's a difference between that. A lot of people do it just for fun, and which is that's how I got started. It was just doing it for fun, but then it turned into something more and I was getting more paid work and now it's my full-time job. And there's a difference between doing it for fun and doing it professionally.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're bread and butter or if it's a pastime.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
How does one become a corset pinup model?
Well, I would say wear corsets in your pinup shoots.
Wear the product.
Wear the
Pretty
product.
much.
Pretty much with any product that I want to shoot, what I would do, for example, with Orchard Corset is I would buy Orchard Corset and wear them to my shoots and then send them the photos and say, hey, look at how amazing your product is and how much I love it. This is great. And then, that's how they get to know the people wearing their products.
And that goes with anybody, not just corsets as well.
Absolutely.
Clothing companies, cosmetic companies, hair flowers.
You never just go out and ask for
nobody's going to give you anything if you just
constantly ask to shoot
for
with
a handout,
people or handouts.
Yeah.
You have to actually show them what you're made of.
But in the same breath, there's nothing wrong with asking. What's the worst they can say? No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
But you don't want to be presumptuous and just assume that everybody.
You have to support everybody. You can't expect
it's give and
everything
take.
handed to you.
Exactly.
It's give and take.
Okay. What is the most exciting thing about being a model?
The experiences.
Yeah.
Like every photographer is different. Every model is different.
Yeah.
It's
Being
so
here.
much fun.
Being able to
being here is
travel
awesome.
and doing things like this this and coming to Orchard Corset and seeing this amazing building and meeting all these amazing people.
Yeah.
And getting to travel and meet new people and just, it's so much fun.
It's
so
awesome.
fun. Yeah.
Never a dull moment.
No.
Never.
Do any of you have noticeable stretch marks? If so, how do you make them less visible, or are you comfortable with them?
I definitely have noticeable stretch marks. I'm very comfortable with my body and myself, and I'm kind of under the mentality of, if you don't like them, don't look at me.
Well, exactly. I think everybody has stretch marks. I think the smallest person and the biggest person in the world has stretch marks. It's just part of our body. It's like saying, like, arms are bad, you know? Like, everybody has them. Why are they trying to hide them?
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, for some photo shoots, you know, you want to wear nylons or something to make them less visible because it can be distracting, but it's not necessarily that I'm trying to hide them, because they're just part of who I am.
You're just trying to flatter your...
Exactly, you're just trying to flatter your angles, but everybody has them.
Yeah, that's,
you know,
the
like,
same can go for cellulite as well.
Exactly.
Wear like a good pair of supportive hose. Like, if I shoot in a swimsuit, 90% of the time I'm wearing pantyhose underneath.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not because you want to hide it necessarily.
No,
it's just
again,
it's
it's a
distracting in the photo.
Yeah.
It's, everybody has it, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Cool.
Yeah.
When picking dresses, it's one thing to pick dresses that are color and styles we like, but what is the best way to pick dresses that look good in color and style?
I believe it's all personal preference.
Yeah.
What you feel looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you feel comfortable in.
Yeah.
Do you wear more colors or prints, or a mixture of both?
I really like bright colors, loud prints. I really like my clothes to be like a statement. I'm not really much of a just plain black dress kind of girl. I'm more
agree
like,
as
I
well.
love bright colors, as you can see, vivid prints, things like that. That's what draws my eye, but everybody's different. We know lots of
I'm all
people
about
that-
my fun prints as
Yeah.
well. I can honestly say I do not own a solid colored dress.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I do, but the ones that I own are super bright colors.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
you know, they have something to them. But everybody's different.
Yeah.
I mean, some people are
Has
super
different
comfortable
style,
in just a plain black dress, and, you know.
How you accessorize. That's
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
good. Okay. What is your favorite tattoo you have, and are you going to get any more?
I don't have any tattoos, so
I'm covered in tattoos. My favorite tattoo is my mom heart.
yeah.
It's the best. I love my mom.
So cute.
And yes, I have plans on getting many more, but it's all depends when the artist actually arrives. Because I'm Sorry.
Jen, I see you're a big punk rock fan. What are your favorite bands at the moment?
Ooh, at the moment, there's a lot of bands I really like. Lagwagon, I'm a huge Lagwagon fan. Big Bishop's Green fan, they're local Vancouver punk. I kind of just got into them, but they're awesome. I really like Swingin' Utters, NoFX, Rancid. Yeah, the list could go on and on, so I'm just going to stop there.
Some of the questions for Ruby. How did you carve out time to launch Beauty Mark? How do you juggle your 3 jobs now?
So to clarify for those that don't know, I just started my own magazine called Beauty Mark Magazine. It's a magazine that focuses on finding beauty in all of our diversities and differences and unique qualities instead of the idealized forms that we see in most mainstream media. And my other job, as well as being a model, is I'm vice president of Bone Rattle Talent, which is an alternative talent agency in Vancouver.
Okay.
I started Beauty Mark because the magazines I was getting published in, they were, you know, photo after photo after photo of pretty girl, which is lovely and wonderful to look at.
Yeah.
But there was not really any information on the girls that I was seeing other than their name and who took the photo.
Okay.
And a lot of the girls look the same, you know, and I just wanted to show that you don't have to be a certain size or a certain age or a certain type to be considered beautiful. Everybody has beautiful qualities. So the magazine, I thought it was really important in the last issue that was just released. We have models aged from like 18 to my 98-year-old grandmother.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That's wonderful.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
And like very little beauty or Photoshop.
Okay.
Things like that, just so everybody can see like the true beauty that arises. And it's just something that I'm so passionate about that it doesn't really feel like work. So it's easy to carve time out for it because I love it so much. And the same with Bone Rattle and modeling. Like I'm constantly on my computer at home working 8-10 hours a day just on the magazine
'Cause you love
at Bone
it.
Rattle.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like work. I just love it so much that it just it's not really about finding time to do work. It's just about,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get home and work on my stuff.
And not to toot Ruby's horn though, that magazine Beauty Mark, the quality is unlike any other.
Thank you.
Like the content is awesome, the quality of the pictures are great.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Well,
I was
you.
proud to be in the first
Oh,
issue.
thank you. I was happy to have you in the first issue.
But it's a really, really
Thank
good
you.
magazine.
Well,
fantastic concept behind it.
I just wanted to make sure also
Proud of
like
you, bud.
I wanted to make sure every editorial too had like a story, and so you could find out about who the model was.
It's not just
Yes.
a pretty picture.
It's not just a pretty
Exactly.
picture. The editorials are like 2 to 6 pages.
Oh, wow.
And there's an interview or a story, so you get to learn who these people are in
Yeah.
the pretty photos and why they're in the magazine, not
Yeah.
just, oh, it's a pretty picture.
Okay.
You know, so.
Another question for Jen. What do you do to stay fit?
Oh, I'm very active. I have a dog, and we go hiking a lot. He's old, but he keeps up. So,
And for Ruby, how can I help my wife to find in herself the beauty that I see every day? Sometimes she feels insecure about herself.
Oh, well, I think everybody has insecurities. I mean, I would be lying if I said I didn't have any insecurities. Everybody does.
Yeah.
It's about not focusing on your insecurities, but focusing on what you like about yourself instead. So instead of focusing on, oh, my ass looks big, or my, you know, like my hair, my roots are coming in, you can focus on, well, I really like my smile, and I like the way I treat people, and the way I make people feel on the inside, and those kinds of things. And if you focus on the things that you love about yourself instead of the negativity, that helps a lot. Looking
Yes.
at yourself in the mirror and pointing out good qualities and thinking of
Not
things that you've
focusing on
done
the negative.
instead
Yeah,
of focusing
exactly.
on the negative really helps a lot.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have some fun questions here for the ladies. And
I like fun.
We'll go with Jen first. Do you believe in aliens?
of course I do. We are not alone on this planet.
I am terrified of aliens, by the way. It's my biggest fear. I am terrified of aliens.
But do you honestly believe we are alone in this
Oh, I don't
universe?
even like to think about it. It gives me nightmares. Ugh.
Okay.
So scary.
Okay, Ruby, if you were haunted by a celebrity ghost, who would it be and what would you chat about?
Oh, well, I don't know who it would be. I don't know who'd want to come and haunt me, but I mean, I would like to think it would be somebody like Betty Page or Marilyn Monroe, and we can talk about, you know, like their past lives and all the wonderful things they did. And I mean, that I find, like, ghosts and things, I don't find scary at all. I find it fascinating. And like, I would love to meet one and just talk about their lives and,
their past,
you know, and their past and
They carved the way.
yeah, absolutely.
Very cool.
If you could choose only one species to save from Noah's Ark, what would it be?
The dogs.
Penguins! I just love penguins so much. I don't know that they would add anything other than cuteness and delight to the world, but I'm okay with that.
They are very cute.
What items can be found on you at all times?
Red lipstick.
I was gonna say red lipstick and
And what color is that?
Ooh, this is one of my absolute favorites. This is Kat Von D's Everlasting Liquid Lipstick
Agreed.
in Underage Red.
Oh, okay.
I'm not underage, but it's the best. I love it.
and I think my cell phone.
Your cell phone.
Yeah, I'm just constantly updating Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and
Yeah.
all that
Selfies.
stuff, and selfies. Selfies are a very important part of my job.
Selfies are a big part of my day-to-day life.
They really are.
We had a discussion earlier that a phone was chosen based on the camera for selfies.
Exactly. Yeah, not on like the speed or anything like that. It's
Yes.
about how good is the selfie camera.
And I always find I have to actually go into Instagram first and flip the camera around there, because if you do it just on the iPhone, it's backwards.
Oh.
It's not what you're looking at, they flip
That's
it.
a good point.
So
I've
I
never
always
done
go on the
that.
Instagram camera and I'm like, much better.
Smart.
Let's see here. What is your favorite Beatles song?
My favorite Beatles song is All You Need Is Love. I love that song.
Yeah.
I want to, like, when I get married one day, walk down the aisles with that song. I love that song so much. It's one of my favorites.
I'm not a Beatles fan.
I was gonna say,
Team Elvis!
okay, what is your favorite Elvis song?
There you go.
Oh, geez, you can't ask me that.
Yes, come on.
As of right now, probably Marie's the name of his latest flame.
Oh,
That's probably
yeah,
one
a
of
good
my favorite
Awesome.
ones.
Yeah.
What smell do you love?
What smell do I love?
Oh, I don't know. I love the smell of, like, manly men.
Oh yeah.
It's a good smell. Like, not necessarily like...
A working man.
Yeah.
Kind of musky.
Kind of musky, like
Yeah.
they've been working and they're like, not smelly.
No,
Not post-hockey game smell.
and
but
not like I've been working in my car or
No.
under the vehicle all day, but just, you know, a man that just gets shit done.
It's a good smell.
It's a good
I also
smell.
love the smell of like sunscreen because it reminds me of being at the beach.
Oh,
Seriously, like
yeah. Who
I
doesn't love being at the beach?
we got this new hand soap at home and it smells like coconuts and like sunscreen and I'm like, oh, I just want to wash my hands all the time.
I'm also a big fan
awesome.
of the smell of apples.
Yeah.
Oh, apples are just incredible.
Exactly.
What don't you do? That could be a loaded question.
That could be a loaded question.
A lot of people would be surprised to know that I don't do burlesque because a lot of people have the stigma that, oh, you're a pinup model, you must be a burlesque dancer as well. I don't do burlesque
No, I
at
don't
all. I
either.
never have, and I probably never will.
No.
So I
I love
it,
burlesque.
but-
I love going to see
But
burlesque.
it's not for
me.
I'm not coordinated enough. I would just fall over every time I tried.
Okay, we'll go with one more. If you could domesticate any animal in the world, which one would you want as a household pet?
Penguin!
Okay, we know Ruby likes penguins.
That's so
Easy.
I kind of feel that all the animals that needed to be domesticated have already been.
Okay.
And I think it's really mean when people bring home monkeys to
Oh,
keep
no,
in their house.
yeah, no.
Like, don't domesticate
No.
them. Let them live their little monkey life.
Well, thank you, ladies.
Thank
It's been
you. That was so much fun.
And I
Great.
hope the fans love the interview because you guys are amazing.
Thank you. And thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
We're big nerds.